You say nothing, yo.
Live. We got the YouTube joint is delayed in case we had like cursing and shit. We got time to beep it out. I got that on my screen too though, so we can see when they comment and shit.
Like I sent them the link. That nigga effective immediately. Yo, that fucking shit is hilarious. Oh, we just seen it. Darnell just seen it.
Oh shit, wait. What's the I get it from here.
They must be about to join.
All right, we got the War Eagles going to the Panthers week 9. That's when he changed, right?
Yeah.
Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's it. That was only changed. Oh, Central Penn going to the Wolves week 8.
Okay, yeah, that's up there already. Right.
So you got this week, next week, and the week after, right?
7, 8, and 9, yeah. Week 8, War Eagles at Vikings, Panthers at Bulldogs, Piranha at Wolves. Week 9, War Eagles going to Panthers. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Walk with me, let me look. Too much fun doing that split. That shit feel like a horse kick. Miyaki was the fragrance when we bought this. Still be blow my mind where they caught me. I got some angels, more than homies dead and gone. Helmet on, moving through the field. They know my bread is long. Thinking about this life, I got the jail until I'm dead and gone. Catch a flight, go lay up in the hills until I'm dead and gone. Money over hoes, not over pros. Y'all niggas said it wrong. Energy live forever, so my niggas they ain't never gone. You was hating, I ain't never noticed. Pain gave me a better foe. Make sure my bread is long until I'm dead and gone. Dead and gone. Figure shit out on my own before I wrote a song.
Oh damn! I didn't know we had people on here already.
I didn't even add it up either because I was typing. And what's oh, we got 15 already. Oh, motherfuckers ready to go. My fault.
Yeah.
Hey, we got Wait and we got backstage.
Hey, hold on. Before we start the show, we got the 2 OGs on here, effective immediately.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we got to start the intro off like that.
I just think we just go jump right in with it, huh? Ain't even gonna warm up to it? No, nothing? Okay.
Hold up. For y'all that don't know, Coach
Yo,
Wade,
I wasn't frozen. Hold on. I wasn't frozen. I was typing. I didn't know y'all was even here.
To let y'all know, effective immediate, Coach Wade likes to cook. So he be barbecuing.
Let me cook. Yeah, let me get mine.
And we got Darnell in the background singing, "Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby."
All right.
But anyway, on a serious note,
bloody spaz.
Your mothers and everything. Happy Mother's Day to everybody's mother. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna start the show off like that. But we got some serious business we need to get to. Hopefully everybody. Well, we had some injuries last night too at one of the games, but hopefully everybody else is healthy and we can get this show started. I said, let me get a plate, Way.
Yo, nah, I had we made we fried some fish and we had a like a seafood Alfredo, had crab meat and shrimp in it. Bang.
He said no pork. Anyway.
Hey.
Oh, another thing. Shout out to the Knicks. Shout out to the Knicks. Go ahead, bring them brooms out. Sorry, you Philly fans. I apologize.
I don't want to talk about none of that.
Yeah. Oh, you don't want to talk about it now,
bro. We here for football, bro.
That's cool. I just wanted to put that out there.
All that other stuff. Right. Is
anyway, where we starting first? Where you want to take the table first?
With the games or the bad news? All right. Well, fuck it. Bottom line is that
let's get to the bad news out the way. Then we get to
everybody that's supposed to be aware is aware. The Stallions and the Generals are no longer a part of the ACFA Spring 2026. Good, bad, or indifferent. That's what it is. The new schedule or the last 3 games, I'm about to put in the chat now. Oh, it came out kind of stupid on the chat, but there you have it.
No, we good on that last game for y'all. I was able to swap that.
Week 7.
I couldn't do nothing about the first 2, but we swapped the last one for you.
Yeah. So going to a little bit of what's going on. I don't want to get into all the details and shit because for real it's kind of boring. It's not really football and shit. But the Generals in a nutshell was just their second forfeit. If you get 2 forfeits, essentially you out. It used to be the first one is no playoffs, but to me that's the same thing as being out. So like if you get 2 of them now, you're going. And then the way that the Stallions one went is kind of drawn because they said that they thought the league canceled the game. And I don't ever remember a situation where any league canceled somebody's game. They kind of don't go that way. And then he didn't say nothing. It was just like, just let the game just fucking dissolve, basically. And we found out from fucking players through word of mouth that it wasn't a game. And then the rest found out the same day too. So he put it to me like he told everybody days ago, but motherfuckers ain't know. So can't have that type of stuff. That's in a way. So moving forward, my fucking favorite line of the fucking year now. Got a fucking different schedule to move some shit around. Not the only thing to figure out now is, are we going to go all 6 and make it to the playoffs or 4? So like that's the only thing to fucking figure out.
Do the 6, yo. You might as well just do the 6.
We can say 6 or 4 now, but I know whatever shit happened in a couple of days, we'll fucking have that conversation again. So there's no point even saying what we think is going to be right now.
I'd say had a 6 off the strength of the reason of 3 and 3. You might as well just let the 2 1 seeds get the bye, let 2 and 3 play each other. 1 plays the winner out of 2 and 3. Conference championship, and then championship game is on the 27th.
I don't know. Put what y'all think in the comments and shit. What should we do as far as 4 and 6? Make a conversation out of this shit. Fuck it. But outside of that, the games. We had 2 games this week.
Yep.
All right.
We can get to Darnell. We get to y'all game first. I heard it was a back and forth game. He got logged back in and logged out.
Oh wait, where'd Darnell go?
He coming back. He probably couldn't hear.
All right.
Anything you gotta say, hibachi style?
Right back in.
What the hell happened?
I'm back. You want to get to y'all game? How'd y'all game go? Was it 12? 12-8.
Man, y'all need to bring Larry Bird on here. Tell him to come on here.
Oh, Shane.
Yeah, that's only fair.
I got you.
But the game was, first of all, we had a bus driver that thought it was prudent for us to tour Philly. So we circled around Philly for about 35, 40 minutes, and we like, yo, why we in Philly? So we eventually got to the field. We started the game. It was raining like a mother. You know, it was nice grass field. Hadn't played on grass in a good minute. It was good to get back on grass. But that was definitely a good game. Nobody like the first quarter it was pretty much stalemate. Nobody was really doing that, and I think more or less um, get a couple plays here and there on both sides. Um, had a lot of drop balls. Pause. Uh, you know, just adjusting to that rain, and then the real football really started. The chess matches, the games within the games, and they got a touchdown, and I called it. When I say I called this play, I saw what was getting ready to happen. I called it out. We late reacted to it. It was a nice little drag play by Larry Bird all the way back across the end zone. He caught that joint. Tony toe tapped it. They got their 6. And then I think did they get an extra point? Yeah, they got the extra point. We had a debate because there was a penalty. They was gonna kick it, and then there was a penalty, and the ref wasn't sure what the rule was, so we had a little delay with that just to make sure was it to move the ball to the 1. And that extra point was controversial too, because they ran their tush push and we straight crunched them, and their QB tried to get it over the end zone, and we clearly knocked it out, but they called it touchdown.
6 plays?
Yeah, 6. Yeah, 6 plays. And he's good as he's good as advertised. He's very fearless. He looked healthy. He moved around real good. We allowed him to break contain. You know, for whatever reason, this week we were just playing. We was playing real emotional.
Okay.
You know, and it showed up on the field. You know, very uncharacteristic of us. It was a lot of stuff going on the field. There's a lot of words being said, you know, that, you know, it wasn't being more or less handled one way or the other that my guys felt. And, you know, they were reacting, and, you know, we kind of allowed it to get to us for a little bit. And then we regained composure and started playing. That second half, it was more or less, you know, I think it was tied at first. Yeah, it was tied. It was tied going into the second half, 8-8, and then they got a couple of missed tackles where they broke tackles and got some extra yardage, and then we got the ball back, and our offense just drove down the field with a characteristic Panther drive, and we scored, got the extra point, and then the defense again just kept them out the end zone, and that was game. You know, got in that victory formation, and that was pretty much it, man. It was a good game. It really was. They're really well coached, and their guys played through the whistle.
You gotta ask Shane BG. He in studio.
No. You know, I told Shane when we left, I said it had to be you. It had to be you. I said, God damn it, it had to be you. You know, but it's cool. You know what I'm saying? But it's what you wanted in a football game. It was a lot of shit talking. It was a lot of pads flying. You know, it was a lot of, it was a passionate game. You know, it was a lot of coaching adjustments, to get the right things to go along with the weather and putting people in the right places. And, it was a good game. I really appreciate that type of football,
Everybody got out of it healthy too, for the most part, I think. So
yeah. Yeah, everybody more or less, it was normal football, people banged up and stuff like that. And but it was a good game. It really was a good game, and I can appreciate that. Um
Hit the
then
Michael
we
Jackson celebration, Shane. I heard.
I hate that shit. I know
we
you saw.
did. I ain't even see that.
Shout out to Mike, man. Yeah, I hit out of that.
Zay just said he hit the Michael joint after he scored. I was like, so
Uh,
Shane, so Shane, what happened on your score? I'm trying to hear this. I heard it was a tough catch.
Well, first and foremost, I spotted them a quarter and a half because my dumbass got in trouble and had to get benched the first 3 possessions.
No, fuck that. What you do?
It was just, I don't know. I'm human. I had a mental breakdown, mental midget moment.
He said I'm a human.
But the touchdown, they were just, as soon as they were pressing backside on Wade, so we just threw me in motion. And then as soon as I saw him not bail on the press, I just ran a wheel up in between them, up over the top. Quarterback extended the play a little bit, threw a dot on boy Aiden. But they were playing, and Darnell, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but they were just sending a shit ton of pressure and then just playing a shell coverage. The DB over me was like 12 yards off the goddamn ball. But no, it was a good game.
You be trying to fucking entice them to move up. Like, no, come up here.
I was. Hey, he could attest to it. I was pointing at the ground. He's like, no. He wouldn't do it.
Boy, man, go ahead, hike the ball, bro. Nobody trying to do that shit.
He wouldn't do it, bro. But no, it was a good game. And then the only way I could really put it is the more disciplined team won. I'm not going to sit here and say the better team won because I think that's a very good team on the other sideline. But I think we're a good team too. The more disciplined team won, and I think that showed.
Yeah. Hey, that's the exact same thing that that Nell said. Was that it's more discipline over there and shit. You know what I mean? And it made it happen. I'm sorry, not Nell. Fucking Bill said that.
Yeah, they're more disciplined.
I thought the Bill out of the game.
Again, man, we have a lead in the 4th and we just couldn't close. That's what we got to figure out how to do.
So that shit basically held up till we said player of the game of the week and shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Is Wade sleep over there, yo? He napping.
Yeah.
Somebody's in the comments about, yo, was the president asleep?
Nope, I'm watching TV. It wasn't my turn to talk yet, so I had to wait.
Yeah.
It was very much as advertised. I think if it wasn't storming, it might have been a different outcome. But I think it was necessary for us and them to go through that. And I told Shane, I said, y'all been battle tested, bro. Y'all played everybody, and so I just believe that you guys y'all gonna be successful. So, these back end of the system, the back end of the season with this renewed schedule, all of these games matter. Every last one of these games matter for
my fault, me cut you off. That the War Eagles will be in the South. So in the South is going to be Panther, War Eagles, and Piranha. North is the Bulldogs, the Wolves, and so
hey Shane, y'all play Central Penn. Get back.
They gotta come to our hood too.
It's not like the same hood.
Nah, not that mountain shit. Nah, we actually stand on shit in the valley.
Or in the valley.
That wasn't y'all normal field.
What? No, that's our normal field. But Central Penn play out in the boonies.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be an interesting game for them. They're gonna have to adapt to that.
Move your hand.
Oh no, we want blood, bro.
Hey, look, Wade, you remember when all the fields were grass? So if you didn't know the fields, you was already at a disadvantage. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. So
you got a grass field, you better get out there and walk that thing first.
You got to walk it. You know what I'm saying? And so that we told our guys, hey, y'all need to bring 2-player cleats so y'all can decide which one is best. We saw, a couple of guys like little Rockhead kept slipping, you know, because we kept saying what kind of cleats you got on, and he kept
Need them 3/4.
Put that foot down, and he was out there like Gregory Hines sliding across.
Nah, I think for a grass field though, like we have a pretty decent grass field. I've seen some really bad
Oh
fields.
no, it's a very, it's very well. It's a good grass field.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no patches in it. We knew it was going to be a little high because it had, the rain, but it was a good grass field. No, it was normal football grass field. So
The
Yeah,
best grass I've ever
they
played
cut it
on.
at like 4 inches to begin with, and then it rained like all week. They cut it on
Right.
2, and it was already that length. So
right.
The best grass I played on was fucking Eastern Shore
Yeah,
game.
they shit.
And they don't dirt
It's
that
like
shit.
Eastern Shore. It's like Eastern Shore.
That joint was fucking perfect. It was like golf course type grass. I'm like, yo, this shit was crazy.
Thank you.
But,
it was definitely a
yeah,
good
you
ass
gotta
game.
see the Wolves like when it's not, because I
Yes.
think our game was kind of rainy and shit as well.
Yeah,
That's
that's crazy. That's crazy. Both of our games, it was a rainy game. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, Tyler.
But that's
Tyler,
what you want. That's a true measure of what your football team is. You know what I'm saying? If you can play in elements, and you can make the adjustments in elements, that tells you what you got for your team, because good conditions, don't give you a real example of what your team is made of.
And keep
You
it
know what I'm
real.
saying?
It's bad. All that pretty shit go out the window.
Right.
Get down
All
on
that pretty shit go out the window,
raining next week too.
And
Mr. President.
whoever mouthpiece I ripped off your helmet and threw away to the sideline, I apologize. I was in Slime Shady mode. That wasn't Shane. That was Slime Shady. I
Hey
snatched
man, it was one of them games. It wasn't no friends on the field at all. They was all chippy. They was throwing haymakers. They was throwing helmet shots. They was hands to the face. It was a football game. And to some degree, there was some things that we didn't agree with. There were some things that were being said that we was, we approached the refs with, and my guys reacted to it. But for the most part, it was just a football game, and convincing some of the younger guys that this is football. Hey, wait, you understand what I'm saying? Hey man, look, if I shoot my hand in your throat and I'm playing ball, oh well, that's legal. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's legal, but it's also a pause too. You gotta slow down too.
Now you gotta fight back,
Hey
man.
yo, he got a hey yo and a wait a minute.
Yeah.
Anyway,
You got me.
Mr. President, do you have the floor is yours? We'll get to the next game next after your announcement.
What am I announcing? I don't know.
I don't know. You said you had
right now. Malcolm, you ain't getting shit because we ain't coming to that damn game.
Say that again. I didn't catch that.
I was talking to Malcolm.
Oh,
He tried to tell me give some saying shit like.
Yeah, let me just rehash on something real quick that BG has said. He told y'all the Stallions and the Generals are no longer in the ACFA. We try to make it as easy and as clear as possible. Like, bro, like moving forward, like we got to clean this thing up. Everything this was not the ideal season that we had. This is probably the worst season we had team wise in a couple of years. This is probably the worst one. We've had more unplayed games this year than any season that I remember. And I've been president. This is my 14th season as president, and I don't ever remember having this many unplayed games in a season. And then, like, the reasoning behind these unplayed games is wild. But just know, man, moving forward, if all your ducks and stuff ain't in a row, you ain't gonna be here long. I don't know how else to say it. Like,
I want to speak to something else. When you done.
Like we put out, you know what I'm saying? We put out the expectations of what we want and how we how we want the season to go. And we know, I mean, everything, it's not going to go perfect. We know that. That's like a fairy tale situation where everything's just going to go right. Everybody's going to have everything and nothing's ever going to happen. But the things that we expect, though, as team owners, the stuff that's within your control, we expect you to control it, man. Like we try to, like this spring, you got your schedules. If you were at the league meeting, you got your schedule in January. You know what I'm saying? I know some areas, field situations is tight, but the expectation as the owner is for you to own. If you didn't figure out your team was playing football the night before the league meeting, so you got to make some preparation for the season ahead of time. Same thing expected in the fall, July 11th. We're gonna have a league meeting. You'll get your, if anything, your home and away dates. If you have all the required information to move forward. Moving forward, most teams probably won't make it out of the league meeting if all your stuff's not in order. So we won't have another season like this one ever. We won't make it out of the league meeting. You'll come, you might catch a free lunch, a good grub on the league. Have a nice day. That's just how it's gonna have to end. But we won't have another season like this one.
Yeah.
Go ahead, BG.
The food at the league meetings do be popping too. So
Hey,
that
Darnell.
Yo, that shrimp and grits. Yeah.
Oh, I'm
and you I miss you, Shane. We both missed that shit.
Hey,
But like this whole season, the stuff started off whatever. So it's like a lot of times the league don't know shit's a problem until somebody bring it to the league attention for it to be a problem, right? And then sometimes those problems are not real problems to everybody. So the league will decide, is this some shit worthy to fucking look into, or is it not? Is it worthy enough to fucking change some results, or it's not? Unfortunately, one of our strongest organizations, the fucking Panthers and shit, had the situation to fill. I know, I bet money on it. They didn't go insane. Yo, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna have these 8 o'clock games with the lights going off at 10:15, so we have an advantage. I don't believe they did that. Right? Games was played on that under those conditions and shit like that, whatever. And some people is with it, and that's okay, right? But then you have the teams that's not with it, and for them it's not okay. So the Panthers did they due diligence. They told the Vikings and everything what they said. Vikings had a chance to kind of take it or leave it, whatever. And they said, well, no, we're not doing this, we're not doing that, and didn't show up. Nobody from the league didn't tell them not to show up. The league never tells a team, yeah, don't go down there and play this game. It doesn't happen that way. What we tried to make clear was that if they go down there and the lights do go out, it'll be consequences. And most of the times those consequences would have been on the side of the home team, which was the Panthers. Right? So we put a memo out saying, hey, y'all, listen, from now on, make sure you have at least 3 hours for your games. So all y'all owners that. Everybody. I know some of y'all in the comments, probably Shane too. Well, Shane, you already been in ownership of a team now and shit. So anybody that hasn't owned a team probably will in the future, you got to know it's some shit that's looked at as common sense. Thanks. Right? It's going to be common sense until somebody say, yo, I don't like this situation. Boom, boom, boom. Then now we got to start actually writing down shit so that thing don't happen again. But most stuff is common sense.
Can I say something along the lines of that? Just from the outside looking in, and me being newer to being in a role that I'm in right now. I've been around semi-pro for a while, so I know how it goes. But actually being almost in an ownership role and kind of seeing all the things behind the scenes, all of y'all that are crying about the league need to look internally at your owners, because mostly what I see is an ownership problem, not a league problem. And at least we got a league that's proactive and trying to find the answers. Not everybody's going to be pleased. At the end of the day, if your main objective isn't to go play teams at full strength and shit like that, and your owners are finding ways around it, you need to look internally and find out if that's a team you even want to play for. Because me, as a real football player, somebody that actually loves this game changed my life, helped develop me into a man, that shit is corny. And then two, from the Wolves perspective, is we want to come back from the fall. So the only thing I'll ask from the league is we need to see updated written bylaws that get stood on so that it's transparent throughout the league.
The crazy part is that the Panthers kind of caught astray for everybody else. Mm-hmm. So the shit that happened just now with the fucking Stallions shouldn't have happened because they just saw what happened with the Panthers. Once again, when you got one of our fucking better teams in the
No, this
league.
ain't no shot at y'all. You know that.
No. I know for a fact he's not taking it that way. I'm saying when you come on
He started laughing. I was like, oh shit.
listen,
opening that wound right back up. Like,
yeah, I definitely hate to
No,
bring up
not at all. It was just we all sat and talked about it. It was like,
you're not supposed to be happy about it.
okay.
You're not supposed to be happy about it, right? Like, and I think
Right.
I said to Don, like, yeah, this is not. I didn't fucking feel good delivering that news. I mean, it's not no shit.
I mean, and just to jump in on that, I talked to some of the teams down the way. They was like, Coach, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of field we can get, and those are the hours that we have. So a lot of teams down that way will not complain about playing football like that. And I get it. If you're like I told them, I'm not saying you have to complain. Some teams went, they understood it, they played, win, lose, or draw, they didn't make a complaint. But like BG previously said, you always gonna have that one sissy organization that's gonna complain. Everybody's not gonna take it. And they don't, and not, granted, they don't have to. But you know what I'm saying? I still think in some cases, some organizations just take shit way too far.
It's just so, yeah, right. It's like it's a balance and shit, because you have like y'all, most of y'all not from Philly. We play in some of the most bullshit situations and conditions and shit, right? That doesn't make it okay just because we're willing to do it. All right.
Y'all one field needs to be condemned. That field needs to be condemned. I don't know what the hell.
You know we got one of the best fields in the city. Cut it the fuck out, man.
That one with the rocks for turf.
That's what we send people that we don't like. I don't like no more. That's what we
hold
there.
Hold on. You talking about that fucking prison we played in that one season?
Yeah, like listen, y'all. All right. Side story, since we on that, right? I watched The Wire. They from Baltimore. I thought that's what they was into. I'm like, all right, y'all want to play here in the band?
Listen. The motherfucking jail cell street they play on.
Y'all getting off subject. The bottom line is that when you try to make things better for the people that was like cool and complacent with the way shit used to be, there is going to seem unfair to them. Like that's really the bottom line and shit like that. I mean, we do know that some teams is doing shit
the 13
not on purpose, and we know people doing shit on purpose. The bitching and complaining about and all that type of shit, if you really got a real gripe about some stuff you bring to our attention, cool. But when you going on and on and on about shit, on and on and on and on, like, you gotta chill. You know what I mean? Because we know that we trying to play this game in good fucking faith, you know, and get football games played, but the shit still gotta be with a reason. Because you have motherfuckers that have a team not matching helmets, not matching jerseys, not matching pants, and be like, man, it's just football, just let up and play. It's like, no, we can't have it like that. Or I'm sorry, wait. Or the with that one field, the Trinidad joint. It's a lot of teams that play on that field. Some of them think it's okay, but to a lot of people are like, no, nobody has business playing on that field. Yeah. So like depends on what side of the coin you are. So I mean, make those decisions and shit. Yeah, I mean, so like it just is what it is. But I really feel like moving forward, and once again, I hate saying that shit is cliche to me now. I think things is definitely gonna be going better. Because the league has to do a better job of fucking vetting teams, as a couple of y'all said that already. We got to do a better job of vetting teams and saying yes to this team, no to that team, and shit for whatever reasons. If I find out that your team is made, especially like because you was mad at this other team and you split off and did your own thing, that's gonna be like we're gonna put you under the microscope for that. Any teams that's made out of hate, we gotta put you under the microscope. Because you don't give a fuck. You just trying to get revenge for some shit that ain't got to do with the rest of us.
Man, this shit's simple. Just communicate and then communicate again and over communicate, and you'll have no issues, man. The
real part of the miscommunication is like at the league meeting, we asked, like some teams were veteran teams, they had the bylaws. Some teams were brand new. If you don't have the bylaws, I sent them to you myself in that meeting. Anybody that gave me their email address, you got them while we were sitting at the table. Once you get them, read it. I tell people all the time, this league was established in 2008, so that means the bylaws was written in 2008. Football is not played in 2026 the way it was in 2008. Have myself and BG, Omar, John, have we gone back and tried to revamp, you know what I'm saying, the bylaws? Of course, to make it fit the way football is played right now. Are we going to catch and see everything? No. That's why we ask everybody, every owner, Read the bylaws. When we for a long time we was having Zoom meetings during the season. People wouldn't get on. Most of the people that have all these problems are people that wouldn't get on, because the ones that got on and made valid points, we looked at what they were talking about, and majority, not all the time, but the majority of the time, we made changes to what we felt like needed to be done. That's why we have the league meeting in advance. So it gives you time to go over the bylaws as well as get your team together. But when you see something like, hey, this really don't, you know what I'm saying, it don't fit right now, bring it to our attention. We're not saying stuff can't or won't change. But like I said, when you're running a league, we have however many teams we have to get together, as well as try to get through the bylaws and everything else. So I'm saying, just on the you know what I'm saying, on the flip side, if you're gonna be the owner, be it 100%. I ain't expecting the players to go through the bylaws, but at least the owners know what you're getting into, or
I
you know
mean,
what I'm saying, see what's going on. Are we gonna make every change? No, but we do address it all. We do listen to every suggestion.
we read our players the entire bylaw, because I mean, I feel like if something were to happen to our players in the league, they should understand the appeal process. You know what I mean? They should understand what the league's asking before we go into a game. Like, this is why your best friend can't stand on the sideline, bro.
Right.
So,
That's
Right.
the real shit. And people, once again, too, like if the fucking rule don't like, you know, do anything for you, it's like you don't give a fuck. But as soon as it affects you in one way or another, that's when people care. It's like, bro, you can't have that shit like your way and think it's gonna be okay with everybody else. The shit that's good up north is not good down south, and vice versa. When we playing teams in your own hood, because I remember playing, I use it all the time. Anytime the Kings play the Hurricanes, we play past 8 o'clock up there all the time. Most of them is our homies, our brothers. We played on the same teams against each other and all that type of shit. So the game would be scheduled at 8 o'clock. Whole time, you know, we thinking kickoff gonna be 8 o'clock and shit. Before you know, 45 minutes went by. Hey, what's up with this? Oh, no, I talked to the ref. They said they on their way. That's different because you only fucking 15, 20, 30 minutes away because they ain't the same neighborhood as you. But when that shit is happening, you know, 3-4 hours from you or 2-3 hours or whatever, you can't carry it the same way. So like the same bullshit that worked when it's fucking local football can't work when it's regional. Now, even amongst that, it's still some real shit that be happening to people because people have real fucking situation they into and shit like that, whatever. Then you got the organization that be on some bullshit and make the people look bad that's really having these fucking real problems. So almost the same way how we get with you know, people getting lied on in the legal system. I don't want to get into all that type of shit, but you know, it make the real victims of shit look fucking bad because you got these other people on bullshit. So 100%, like I really believe that Darnell and Don and the Panthers like that, whatever, kind of caught it straight in this situation because of the fucking the circumstance they in. But the league can't let it go because motherfuckers will start using that to their advantage. They don't even save money because they don't give a fuck. Or they say, yo, if we score one touchdown and shit, bullshit around and we can be up and that's it. You know what I mean? And thankfully that fucking the Panthers was even fucking putting up crazy points on people and shit like that so they can show for sure that they're not using the lights as a fucking home field advantage type of situation. It was just by circumstance. But even with that, and I'm gonna tell you all the conversation I had with Don, it was like, yo, y'all get to the game and shit like that, run the ball, get the game over with quick as hell. That's how y'all gotta handle that shit. You got a situation that's not perfect. So run the ball. You know what I mean? Don't let them fucking get out of bounds and all that type of shit. You know, you gotta play football a certain way so the motherfucking clock can keep going. I didn't expect the fucking Vikings not to go. Didn't expect that. I'm not gonna lie. Now I kind of told the Vikings the same thing too. Like, well, you got to just fucking play the game. The lights go out, you know. Then we'll fucking deal with that when the game is over with. And them niggas said no from one way or another. Like, no, we're not even going down there. So, like I said, I don't know how that shit came about, but that's what it was. So, off the boring motherfucking league politics, I really feel like this be mostly old white men talk. Like some government shit. That's what I really feel like. I mean, I still stand on that shit too. Now y'all gotta just continue to get that shit back in blood. Y'all just had a victory after that. Get a couple more until y'all come and play the Bulldogs and shit. And y'all get y'all first L, and you know the word is just everything just great.
Yeah, one more thing. let me jump on one more thing that BG just said something and it brought it up. Yo, if we catch wind and can prove like that you trying to sabotage another team, whether it's their field or players or whatever, you ain't never got to worry about playing football here ever again. Like, you know what I'm saying? We want the league to be about football, but if you want some other shit, you got to take that shit to a other league. Cause you can't play that here. That's why I said we had a lot of happenings going on this year. But please know, and this is even for the teams that survived through the end of the season. It don't mean your ass is coming back next season or the season after that. That's why I said we see everything. Everything just can't be. Certain things have to be addressed right now. Other things have to be addressed later. So just know everything's going to be addressed at its time and place.
So it's things that's going on that I really just can't. You know what I mean? If I had my head, I'll turn that shit to the front.
We can't
like,
talk about certain things.
You
it's like
can't, because everything is not everybody's business on real shit. Even though everybody transparency, it's still stuff not appropriate for us to just put out there. And it's for us really just talk to the players. Some shit is not meant for the fucking players and shit like that because they handle the money and all that type of stuff. And then I say that shit kind of with a, an asterisk or whatever like that, because I am a player. I own a team too. I play on a different team. This is my first time playing on a different team in fucking probably 15 years and shit, whatever, and having my position with the league. But I promise y'all, the shit that y'all think is going unfucking checked and unpunished is not.
It's definitely not.
Darnell, you can attest to that.
So that's what I'm saying. So it's not like we see the fuck shit that's going on. And at this point, my cup almost empty. So I'm about to start telling the whole truth, nothing but the truth. I'm about to be just drunk a little bit. But no, like the shit that's happening on paper, we know that's not the same thing that's happening on the field. We know that. And only way we can get our fucking get back or our just due is hitting people in their pockets and shit where it really fucking matter and where it hurt at. With players, it's playing time and playing games. With owners, it's motherfucking money and them being held accountable to their players and shit. Because your players looking on like, yo, why we ain't play or why we did do this, do that? And owners are lying time and time again. Oh no, they don't want to see us win. As a league, don't give a fuck who. Somebody's gonna get a championship trophy. Somebody's gonna get one every time. That's the only fucking requirement of a league is to crown the champion at the end of the fucking season. That's it. Everything else is like whatever the schedules or booking rest for the chip game or the field for all that tape, but that's all bullshit where it really kind of don't matter. But long as a fucking championship, a champion, I mean, is fucking a crown, the league did his job. But a lot of times, more times than not, owners be lying. And I'm telling y'all that as an owner, I can name some times where I fucking withheld some shit from my guys. I'm like, damn, yeah, this not for them to know. And you can ask my people and shit like that. It's not too many things that I'm not transparent about. But it's just like being a fucking parent. No disrespect to anybody, you know, players not nobody kids and no shit like that, whatever. But it's like a fucking parent or being a government. You know what I mean, you don't tell them everything unless they need to know this shit. And then you tell them shit in a certain way, so you to gas them up, they get them to run through a fucking wall for you. Because as Nell knows, a defensive guy, myself a decent guy too, in 02. You know what I mean, I don't know, Wade. What's Wade? Defense, offense? I'm asking you.
Defense.
Oh, all right, yeah, fucking offense. We all defense motherfuckers said. Even though I got to touch on all y'all niggas though at some point, but that's irrelevant. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta fucking get that shit back in blood, bro. Just like
let me. I got one more thing. Let me address this, bro. And this is for the owners. Hopefully a representative from every team is on this is watching this. Because please know, for those of you where your line is always, oh, well, we won't come back next year. Please know, most of you motherfuckers I don't want back anyway.
That doesn't hurt.
So please know, just know you got voted onto the island. Some of y'all is here because I got outvoted. Because for some of y'all, my answer was no. So please know that. So when you don't make no threat you ain't willing to keep, because I don't make threats. I promise you, some of y'all not coming back next year. That's just that, and then my word is final. That's honest to God. If you don't want to be here, we don't want you here. So please know that you will take your team, or like you was to take your ball and go home as a fucking kid, you're going home. Trust me, you are. There ain't nothing else to that. Because one thing I don't take to in personal life or in sports is bullshit, idle threats. I'm an energy cat. When you see me have that same energy in person that you have with them Twitter fingers. So when you say you're going to take your team and leave, trust me, I'm trying to help you leave. I promise you I am.
He not bullshitting y'all. It'd be me that's like, nah, we can figure out a different.
BG saved plenty of y'all.
We can
Plenty of y'all ass. BG saved you. Because trust me, if it was up to me, you see Omar, he puts those memes up all the time, hibachi style. I grill your ass in a minute. And I don't have no feelings about it because it's strictly business for me. I don't have no team in the league. I don't have no dog in the fight. John brought me here to run the league, and that's it. And we did that for the last 14 years. Now we just got a helpful staff to help do it. But as a staff, I promise you, you won't play football here no more.
You know what?
And I'm not threatening, and that's not a threat. That's a promise. See, threats is something that could or couldn't happen. This shit's a promise. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. June 27th, it's gonna happen.
And
no, all jokes aside,
we don't agree on everything. But
we don't.
It's like, oh yeah, no, I feel like, well, look, no, it's this way. All right, well, that's what it is and shit. And that's fucking the way it's supposed to be. For real, I think if everybody agreeing the same thing, and I know this platform, I know type of language you're using, not, but that's kind of dicky if everybody agree on everything at the same time. Like, that's that. And we don't. You know what I mean? So sometimes the shit go your way, sometimes it don't. You motherfucking move on and you know, just go from there and shit. But
y'all just don't understand how many times we done saved motherfuckers from not getting cut. Like, y'all don't get it, yo.
And then at times the people that don't get cut, whatever like that, like the fine, whatever it is heavy. And it's even stuff that the other owners don't even know because you know you don't want anybody in everybody else's financial business and stuff. But all the shit that y'all think is not happening because it's not fair from what y'all seeing and hearing, the league is seeing and hearing the same shit, and retribution is happening. That's just like it ain't no other way to put it.
Yeah, the only difference is now, moving forward, we just can't afford to carry dead weight no more. If owners aren't acting like owners, you and your team got to leave. That's just the way. That's just the way it is. We got a clean house, and if that means we got to blow this whole shit up and start over again, so be it. But like I said, this year will never ever happen again. It won't. I promise you, it won't. Like I said, next year, well, this year, the fall, it's gonna look totally different. Next spring is gonna look totally different because we won't never have these situations ever again.
Dad. So, getting to this last game.
Get back on my joint. Sorry.
The War Eagles traveled to the Piranhas. The score was 36-6, but the score doesn't define the game. I'm gonna say
yes, it do.
No, it don't.
36-6, it does.
Time out. No, it don't. Trust me when I tell you, it don't define the game. Because
he was there, so I'm taking your word for it. But
Wade was there too. He was.
It was like what 6-6 or 8-6 at halftime.
Yeah, like I'm gonna tell you. So, shout out to the quarterback number 2. Yeah, I mean he dealt with an injury last night. He got home, got out the hospital, everything cool with him now. But the Piranhas were struggling with the War Eagles, bro. And the War Eagles only had like 17 players there. They were struggling at first. Like if
really remember 16 because remember the one didn't have no game plans. So they really had 17 bodies, only had 16 players.
Yeah, but all jokes aside, like if Dub and his younger guys could have got their shit together, yo, they could have beat the Piranhas last night. Like dead ass. Like if motherfuckers would just stop crashing out and just play football, they would have beat them last night. Dead ass. And I mean the Piranhas was at full strength, had the whole team coming out with the flag and all the antics and extra shit.
I don't know if I'm getting drunk at this point. I'm just finding it funny as shit. The flag out and everything.
Hey, did they come out with the flag?
And you know,
I
I fuck
think
with the
so.
Warriors. Like a lot of them is my little bros.
They
And shit.
did.
Like,
They always come out with the CPP
They
flag.
came out with the CPP flag. You know what I mean?
y'all said struggle. Y'all just saying that because we here now, or
No, they really
No.
was struggling the first half.
Listen. It was a touchdown pass in the first quarter. Cooper, I think it went. Coop was. I want to say it was a big guy. It wasn't 18, but it was a big guy. I think it was number 4. He caught the touchdown pass. They kicked off. The War Eagles ran that kickoff back for a touchdown.
Yeah.
That's all the
85
scoring in the first half.
all that,
Yeah.
bro.
That was all in the first half.
That was all the scoring in the first half. The rest of it, like I said, they just didn't have enough. They couldn't keep enough fresh bodies to keep pace. But you know what I'm saying? Like you said, with a team with a full roster of players, they might run into some problems.
Hold on. Listen. I'm not trying to be funny and bring this wound up to them. But again, if we going off of a team, them playing a decent team, and they played the Panthers, it was a different story. Twice. Darnell and them brought that belt out twice.
I remember it was one. It was something to nothing. Another was like 14. That's all I remember.
Like I went live for the first half.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. We watched that game last night. The Panthers were watching that game as we were coming home, so we watched and we saw.
Wait, it was live stream somewhere.
I went live last night.
Yeah, they went. They no.
They had a live stream last night.
Live stream, okay.
They streamed it last night. So we saw, but they got to travel up to Shane in there. That's gonna be a fight, and if they don't,
who dropped 4 touchdown passes? Who you with, Andre Joppy? That's a real name. Joppy, a real name.
Yeah, that's his
y'all dropped. Yeah, y'all dropped a lot of touchdowns in the end zone. Yeah, y'all did, but again, they ran out of energy. They only had like 15 dudes, but them 15 dudes had Coop running the whole game.
I'm not gonna lie, boy. Them defensive ends, boy. They had a bunch of sacks last night.
It was to the point where when I was watching, I was like, oh, okay. Let's write his number down. Let's write his number down.
They really exposed them last night for real. And this ain't no shit talking. This is just facts. They exposed the Piranhas last. But listen, even
Zay your guy, right? No.
Huh?
I said Zay your guy, right?
Yeah.
Who is that? Oh,
Zay,
get off. Yeah. Stop talking, little feet.
Hey Zay, they put up y'all put up video game numbers against that one team.
Hey man, we ain't done nothing, man.
No. But now, listen. But I'm not trying to bring it out to be funny, yo. I'm just stating a fact. Like we saw the game, even the Wolves game.
Here's what I saw last night. I saw Cortez make some adjustments, and I looked and I said, oh, okay. I like that. I messaged him. I told him. I said, hey man, you made some good adjustments. Keep it up. But
you said good job, kid.
Nah, man. I just it's just one coordinator to another. I watch what he do. You know what I'm saying? I've followed him for a good while. So when we was watching the game, I saw the adjustments that he made. I don't know if the other team saw the adjustment, but that was obvious because after that adjustment, they put up like 20 something more points, and it was like, okay.
Coach, was it really the adjustments, or was it just the other team out of gas?
It was both. It really was. It was more so that the other team was out of gas. It really was. But I saw the adjustments that he put his guys in better position because, like I said, Coop was on the run the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
The whole game. So, it was what it was.
Quarterback for the Piranhas.
I mean, but they all in all, they got the win, and they did it. They did what they were supposed to do last night. You show up somewhere short, you supposed to get
punched on
for sure. Yeah, you supposed to get punched on.
So
I'm just saying, me and Omar was at the first game. with the Wolves. I'm going to the second game because I want to see how this thing turns out. But the Wolves had their ass on the ropes in the first game, and they allowed the energy to switch. It's a home game. At that home game, they did have a pretty decent crowd, so the energy changed, and then the Wolves just couldn't recover. But with the Wolves being the home team, and like you said last week, y'all ain't brand new no more. You done played more than half a season. You ain't brand new no more. Now that you done played, the stronger teams in the league, and you played one to a tie and played the other one to a close game. I just want to see how this next game play out.
Well, you know, they had some of their other guys. They had some of their other guys that wasn't there. They was chirping, you know. So maybe y'all need to come help your team out instead of chirping. What y'all want to do to us? They still got to get to us, and they might not make it to us. So you know, you might want to play this game instead of sitting up here saying what you would and what you won't do. So
that is going to be game of the week that week. That's not that. I think that's the follow. I think that's week 8. Now
so I feel like everybody giving either the Wolves or Panthers every game of the week. They got to be involved.
Hey, listen, hold up. To piggyback off of what Zay just said, hey Zay, I can't make that game of the week. There's a reason why I can't make that game of the week.
What game?
Because the Bulldogs play the Panthers that week. I can't make that game of the week.
Bulldogs and Panthers. That's where
they. Oh, we play the same week. Piranha play the Wolves.
I can't make that game of the week. That's the same week.
You said cool game.
Nah, that's the game. No, that's the game of the week. We know what we gonna do.
Why can't they both be game of the week?
I mean,
hey, matter of fact, listen. This is what I'm saying. This is what week is that y'all play?
That's week 8. That's next
week 8. This is what I'm saying. Why can't we, if it's up to all the teams, get a neutral site and play a doubleheader so we can see the games?
I like that.
And if you scared, say you scared. I appreciate honesty.
I like that.
Yeah. I'm saying so that way everybody can see you line it up and go to war.
If it's only 6 teams now, we can play.
Hey, listen.
Every weekend can look like the kickoff classic for real. We only got 6 teams, so you can play 3 games.
3 games, right?
Yeah. But I'm just saying that's a thing. We can do that. Find a location and let everybody clash. Right there, you see Clash of the Titans right there.
Hold up, wait. For week 8, the War Eagles are traveling to the Vikings. The Panthers are traveling to us. Central Penn is traveling to the Wolves. We could make the Bulldogs Panthers game and the Central Penn Wolves game. We can make those at the same.
That's what I'm saying.
Only because George paid for his field already. I would say let them go up there. But those 2 games, we could make that happen.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking specifically to those 4 teams. Because that's something we can make happen.
And we can talk about that after the live.
Yeah.
If we can get the owners on I think we can make that happen. We might be able to make that happen.
That sounds good.
If you're scared, say you're scared. I appreciate honesty.
Hey, BG, you with that?
It don't sound like it costs me no extra money because I don't know who we asking to host so far. Hold on.
So listen. So the Wolves. Listen, it's the Wolves home game, and it's a home game for us.
All right.
So y'all are the home teams. Is one of y'all fields able to host a home game?
We could talk to
or
Bill.
2 games.
We could talk to Bill and talk to what's the name about that. And
so that's the week we go to the Wolves.
No, we come up to y'all that week.
And the
Piranhas go to the Wolves.
The Piranha. Y'all better talk to that other guy. Y'all know y'all better talk.
He ain't really got no say so in that.
Oh, no,
he on the road. No, he ain't going to Jersey.
So the home game
the road teams really ain't gotten much to say.
So the Piranhas and the Panthers would be the away teams, and the Bulldogs would be the home team. So we might be able to make that shit shake.
Yeah,
I'm cool with it. We can holler at what's the name and see what's up.
Y'all want to see if y'all want to go up to
It don't make me a difference.
For something like this, if we gonna do a drink like this, I say because Hannah supposed to be able to get his field more often than not.
Can we meet in Allentown?
Who got a
I'm
field
cool
with
with
that? You got that shit hood, ain't it, way?
No.
They play up there. I ain't never seen they field. I don't know.
It's in the middle of a little rural city. It's in the mountains, and it's an all grass field.
Hey, yo, BG, see if you get Bill on here.
Who?
See if you get Bill on here, the owner of the Wolves.
Like her mother in that
We might be able to make that happen, man.
Yeah, no.
I ain't gonna lie, boy. That's gonna be a good ass game.
I don't know. We got a couple days to think about it. Hey, Shaq,
Good.
I'm thinking it's the same Shaq and shit from the Stallions, right? If so, you got your wish. You know what I'm talking about. Assuming it's the same Shaq. It can't be too many Shaqs running around, right?
Nah, I don't think so. Matter of fact, when we get off the live, I'm gonna call y'all because we gonna have to holler about that.
Why don't we just make it all that? Why don't we just make it all at Eden Park?
We can't get Eden. I don't think we can get Eden Park.
Eden Park because of past incidents that don't have anything to do with us. Anytime you have a game at Eden Park now, you have to have a police officer.
And if
it's just they don't assign the police. The police officer just sign up for it like overtime. So if nobody signs up for your game, they cancel your permit.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so I'm like, for something like this, we'd have to have, you know what I'm saying? We'd have to know, okay, we got the field for X amount of hours.
On another note, hey Malcolm, it wasn't for your niece, I'd have been got you out of here. Say thank me later.
Okay. Well, that's something definitely, you know, that sounds pretty good. You know, just get, you know, the owners on there and, you know, y'all hash that out if that's what it's gonna be.
I mean, because for real, if we talking ideas, I've been surfing, fishing this idea of having
For a while.
For a while of having like
double headers,
like a A and a B division, like having two separate champions in the ACFA. Just tell me what you think. This is how I saw it. The more experienced and top tier teams, nobody really wants to play the lower level teams because it becomes target practice. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, instead of having teams getting discouraged and out there getting a 70 piece rolled up on them every week, make two divisions, and the winner of that lower division the year after, okay, then now, or maybe 2 years, you could move up instead of just saying, hey, we just gonna feed your ass to the wolves every week. And like I said, because you're gonna lose more teams that way. Because I think I want it to be to where every week it's a heavyweight championship fight. There is no clear cut favorite in these where you're gonna have to show up and rumble every week. I remember when my team first came in the league, shit, that's how it was. You didn't know what you was gonna get every week, but we didn't have no just a automatic walkover.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When we first came in, you had to show up and earn them wins each week. I remember shit when that's when the Punisher, the Carolina Punishers was in here, the Red Devils was in there. It was us, the Rams. A few years later, the Stallions came in. When they first came, shit, the Stallions had came into the league strong. Shit, they came in, shit, so did the Scorpions, who's now the Bulldogs. Like teams like that, they were new teams that came into the league strong and went straight to the championship. But some of these other teams we get, they target practice. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not putting out a good game. So the thing is, like, my ultimate goal is I don't want to say get rid of the weaker teams, but start a different division. So your team might be young and they just not out there getting punched on every week. Because I remember my team's first game, my team's first game in existence was against the Capital City Seahawks. Yeah. We went to DC and got fucking punched on. Officially punched on. The niggas are strong. We went to DC and got punched on. You know what I'm saying? But that next year we came back and won the championship. But they took that first season, we took some ass whoopings. We played, you know what I'm saying, the Seahawks, DMV Elite. We played, you know what I'm saying, some teams that could rumble. And I had a bunch of kids. I had a bunch of 18, 19-year-old kids.
Nobody had a grown man with you at that point.
Yeah, they just hung around long enough to win 4, 5, 6 championships.
But the
But
thing is, though,
everybody's not going to do that.
I
Some of
like
these
how
teams
you
fall
put that in on
apart.
that team. 4 or 5
Some,
championship. The thing is, though,
yeah,
it be teams that don't have no highlights, no buckets,
yeah,
no nothing. It's like, bro, what are we doing?
yeah.
clean up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, because like I said, like these last couple of weeks, I was glad to do the schedule because I want to see the heavier teams we got in this league really go toe to toe with the other heavy teams. That for me, that's what it's all about: the good games and competition. I say this every year. I don't like the idea of having divisions because I want everybody to play everybody. I want the best teams down south to get a chance to rumble with the best teams in the north. One game a season isn't enough for me. I don't like the kickoff classic. I do like it because it's the kickoff classic, but that's the only time you get to cross over. If we got 4 heavyweights in the south and 4 heavyweights in the north, that's 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? That should almost be your schedule. Between those
Zay,
8
you would have
teams,
got
you
your
got
head
7
knocked
games.
off playing when we played.
Yeah,
We'd have,
yeah.
hey, Zay, I love you, but we'd have picked your little ass up and we'd have pile drived you. You would have quit.
Listen,
We'd have made you quit. It wasn't no tap out. We was looking to make people quit, damn near
yeah,
die on the field. You wasn't coming
yeah.
off the field, bro.
You had to come with it every week, and that's But that's to me, that's football. You
Hey,
got to
Zay, leave
come.
niggas alone,
You
Zay.
got to come get some
Leave
every
niggas alone.
week. You got to come get some. Like I told him, I would. To me, in the long run, I want the team to look like an episode of Clash of the Titans every week. Motherfuckers, in order to get to that trophy, you really got to come get some. You gonna have to go through the gulag to get there. Not this, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, not teams that can't get a field or only got 8 players. That shit's got to go by the wayside. We got to start getting rid of those teams. Real live, like turn this shit to the gulag, motherfuckers. That really you gotta go through it to get to that crystal trophy.
You know what I realized is that it was too many to count. But most of us don't. It's almost like you got one person do the hiring, and everybody's doing the firing. Most of the things that get in, we not the ones that's letting them in.
We're not looking at that.
And we got to just clean up whatever mess that they may make and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, AZ, leave them OGs alone, bro. Like,
Hey, I be in practice. I'm physical in practice. I don't have no equipment on. I tell them all the time, I don't need no damn equipment. I just can't go home and let my wife know that I've been involved with that because then, I might not be able to go back out on the field.
They want to hear a secret.
Hey, look, I got my lip split. I was working my D tackles, and I purposely pissed him off, and he came at me, and my lip was busted, and I was like, shit. I wasn't worried about the busted lip. It was. I got to tell my damn wife, my damn lip busted in practice. I had to go to the hospital and get stitches, and she just looking at me like, okay.
You got
right.
You got robbed.
She wasn't gonna believe that.
Hey, dude, these young boys wild out here. He pushed me in the face, trying to take my wallet. I got away though.
Yeah, she ain't gonna believe that.
That's funny as hell.
But yeah,
You don't know I'm playing this season.
Ain't no bruise, nothing.
But yeah, I mean it sounds good, man. I'm really looking forward to seeing.
We're gonna make that happen, yeah. We're gonna make that happen.
Definitely are. That gulag league is coming sooner than later. I promise you it is. It's gonna be I don't care if we got to start it out with 6 teams and it becomes an all-out battle royal, but that style of football is definitely gonna make a comeback in the ACFA.
All jokes aside and shit, whatever. If it's really quality over quantity, we're not gonna have
teams.
That's the reality of it. We try to. I know John tries every year because like the Reading Reapers is still on the fucking book so far to be here. We keep telling him like,
sorry, my bad. I apologize. My bad.
He said like, no, it ain't gonna happen, but whatever. But yo,
Hey, DJ, tell him it's the drink, yo.
And my girl would be, she'd be mad if she saw I wasn't using a glass cup. She don't like to drink out of a fucking plastic cup like a kid.
Hey, look, hey, this my little running back. I try not to even talk about back when we was playing, man. It's a different time back then, man. You know, I'm still recovering from games from back then. From that stuff.
They don't understand. Back in the day, clotheslines and all that shit was legal.
All that shit was legal, dog.
There was no protect the quarterback type shit. Everything was legal.
Nah, you don't get no passes here, you know, and it was no, you know, you played on these. You talking about raggedy fields? Woo, man. That's when it was AstroTurf, and you were playing on cement and carpet.
Yeah. That's back when they was experimenting with turf back then.
Right. But you know, the new generation of guys, man. I wish that we had all of the things that they have currently. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because I even look at this stuff like this NIL shit. I'm like, nigga, I would have never left college ever. I'd have been paid. What? I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna get my degree and still sit up here and make me a $500,000.
Right.
So next week y'all got CPP at the Wolves. We got the War Eagles. We go to the War Eagles, and y'all. Who y'all playing? Y'all play the Vikings? No.
Us?
Got the Wolves.
No.
We got the Wolves.
Oh, y'all got the Wolves. Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all, they come up. They come to y'all. Y'all go to them.
Nah, we go to them.
They came to us already. We go to them next. We ain't talking about this because on the revised schedule, well, it's set in stone now. Y'all got the War Eagles twice.
Yeah.
A lot of people was giving y'all the side eye because of that, like y'all did it or something.
It's just the way we
do that.
Listen. It's just the way we had to adjust the schedule. At the end of the day,
I'm listening. I'm waiting on y'all. Like, no, Darnell made some phone calls. He was like, no, we got done dirty, so now it's our get back. I don't know. I don't know the conversation. All I'm saying is that's what I'm putting out there because it make me feel better.
Can we get our undefeated record back?
on paper, I still use that. Like in my eyes, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but it's like you gotta motherfucking beat the fucking Panthers, bro. You have to. If you don't beat the Panthers and shit,
appreciate it, man. I'm trolling. I ain't. You're upset, but we move on. Like you said, we gonna get it in blood. 3 weeks. Ding, 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 ding.
No, fuck that. You ain't gonna get it in blood now. No, you said fuck that.
Hey, listen. Hey, I ain't. I'm gonna troll just a little bit. Central Penn and Panthers in the conference championship in the South.
They got to get past the War Eagles.
That is true.
They got to go.
No.
War Eagles.
No.
No. If I'm taking your word for it. If the War Eagles game was a fight until the end.
Listen, they got to get past the War Eagles, and they got to get past the Wolves.
This is the wildest part, though, for real. Because if the season ended right now, the War Eagles would have to travel to CPP. But looking at the lineup of teams CPP has to play, if they lose a couple of them games, they'll be traveling to the War Eagles for that game.
If they lose one,
what's the records? I don't even remember what the records were.
I gotta post it. I'll put it on owners John first, so the owners that know first, and then
it's not a foregone conclusion that they can't be on the road for that game. You know what I'm saying? Because you're only in first place right now, but you lose a couple games. Yeah. If they go to the Bulldogs and get scarred, the Wolves scar them up. That's 2 losses. Now the playing field is level. And head to head, they put like this. They have to beat CPP. I mean, the CPP has to beat the Bulldogs and or the Wolves.
And the Wolves.
Stay the number 1 seed because head to head, technically head to
They
head,
got him. They got him on
the
points.
Panthers would own the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
I told you coming to DC.
Hey, no. They put your 12 gauge out. Kapow!
I ain't worried
That's
about
what
it.
I
We
said.
don't even care. Listen, we don't care either way, but I know that y'all coming down here.
All I'm saying is that if I see y'all get a poster, a banner, or anything that says "Get it back in blood," I'm suing y'all. That's all I know. Y'all better not. I don't get this situation. Y'all better not.
Hey, BG, you just gave me an idea, yo. We'll rap about it later.
Jacket, because I know y'all got that connect up there, all that. I ain't trying to hear none of it. I'm suing somebody.
Yep.
I got Shane scoring 2 touchdowns on y'all this week.
2?
2.
Wait. No, that's a tough joint too. Shane my guy too. Shane, we think he's Shane back once we can defend himself. Yeah, I don't know, man. 2?
I got the quarterback running over BG.
If he does that, this motherfucker, he going to the league tomorrow.
Hey, listen. They got number 32. He tried that shit. BG held his own.
Maybe the quarterback tougher than him.
I don't know about that one, but
I'm
okay.
right up now.
He gonna be out there like Taysom.
They getting a flag with the blue smoke.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I would love to see that though, because once again, too, it's like every decision don't go my way. You know, for one reason or other. Like, but that don't matter and shit. But I root for y'all against all those games except the one.
Indeed.
And everybody gonna start saying, because I started seeing the comments like, "Yo, it's scripted. They got this and this and that." And like, so everybody agreeing to this script. That's what's going on. I mean,
it's WWE. You know that.
And that's the other funny part about it too is like, you take a team that is not playing games on the field, and they play a game that means something. Most times that team lose. You gotta play football. You don't just come off the couch and beat good teams and all that. That shit don't work. No, it don't work that way. You come off the couch to beat ass teams for sure, but good teams, nah, don't go that way. So, with that being said, we talked about every game so far.
Yeah, that's a wrap for the night.
Yeah, we'll be on
7 o'clock Friday.
Cool.
Your favorite show will be back. Hopefully, we'll have 2 old heads.
So if y'all do that double-header game, Way got to cook.
Make sure you got it at a spot where we can set the grill and stuff up, man. We in there.
All right. We bring the grandkids over, my kids out. All right.
We got a couple weeks to work that out.
Wait, grandson funny as shit, yo. Funny as shit. Hey, listen, hold up. I gotta tell y'all what happened last night, right? So last night we left the game. We went to go grab something to eat and shit. So I got pulled over last night, right? Yo, his grandson in the back talking about, "Hey, Pop, I like the cops."
That's what you want to do when you get pulled over. Hell yeah.
Hey, way over here cracking up laughing. Yo, was like, what? He said, "How long we gotta stay here?" He was like, "We gotta wait for him to come back after he finna do what he gotta do." And he was like, "They ain't taking too long."
You gotta find out. Hey, he said you gotta find out if got a warrant or not. That's what he said.
Yeah, I got a warning, bro. He said I ran a red light. I had to. I was running the light. Gave me a warning, and that was that.
Yeah, you did that shit. We know how y'all driving down to Baltimore. First part of niggas from New York, then move to Baltimore. We know you acting crazy.
Hey, red mean go real fast.
Real fast. Hurry up. That's what it means.
Yeah, you know what it means? It means bring them brooms out of Sweet Philly's ass to the side real quick. That's what it means.
Basketball. I want to talk about that this time of year.
We see, man.
All right, y'all. I'm out, man. We'll holler at y'all next time.
7 o'clock Friday.